Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Michael Sunda says, well, that's an unusual time to stream. Hey, well, you're streaming the splash screen and the sound from Peglin. That is correct. I am, in fact, streaming the sound from Peglin. That's because the main menu just kind of does that. It makes sounds. And you're not wrong. It is a bit of an unusual time to stream. But it is part of a commitment that I made to myself, I imagine. Would be the best way to describe it. I streamed shortly after Peglin 1.0 came out. And then, looking back at it, LMAO, I thought you were gaming. Nope, that's just how it is. And looking back at it, I thought to myself, wow, I was really negative in that stream, wasn't I? And I didn't mean to be, not really. So I figured I should give it another shot. Do another stream, kind of show off how good I feel about the game, because a lot of the thoughts that I voiced in that stream weren't about the game as a whole. They were about specifically the high Cruciball levels. So tonight we're going to be questing for the last of the non-Cruciball achievements that I have to get. Not that one. Some assembly required. A full Assemball. And for that, we are going to be going in with Spinventor on no Cruciball level. I've done some interesting stuff. Actually managed to get a victory with regular Peglin and a victory with regular round roll on 16, so they're now on 17. And the bestiary is filled out a little bit more too, including this guy that I managed to die to for the first time. Threw me very off guard. A mimic, holy cow. So looking forward to that. I've only managed to beat Betsy the Leshy twice in that time. The amount of red hits too close to home. The amount of red hits too close to home. Oh, yeah, in the run summaries, yeah. I think that was, hang on. Yeah, wins 6 out of total games 97 since it started tracking. It's like in TBOI, you have a giant streak of negative and like 1 to 3 consecutive wins. Yeah, been there too. Anyway, we're gonna be going in with Spinventor on Cruciball level 0. No Cruciball whatsoever. So that we can be more likely to get the parts that we need. And I'll be having a good time, generally, I imagine. I think I'd like Molten Gold, because that's going to make purchases easier. Let's have a look at this map here. Can't get the chest and that elite, but I can't get the chest in the other one. I want to see what changes they've made to 0 Cruciball levels. The base game. It's going to be a lot easier than going through Cruciball, that is for certain. Two refreshes, 2 crits. No Horrible to deal with, and the Pebballs are all better by default. And you start with coins. Starting with coins is nice too. Okay, let's see then. It's like 10 a.m. for me. Wow. Yeah, very late night for me, but you know, Time is a weird thing for everyone. I'm going to want to visit as many shops as possible with as much coinage as possible. So I'll do my best to not spend a lot of money. Particularly if I am headed towards a question mark, which could end up being a shop. But that also means gathering as much money as I can. So I should go for things like ball lightning now that I'm thinking about it. Well, there's always any time on our planet, that's just nature. Yeah, pretty much. I will take a restore, because that will increase my longevity. And into the chest, excellent. It won't matter which way I go after the chest. Super fruits, very nice. So I'm going to try and fail. But that's fine. Oh. Poltergeist is going to be good for hitting a bunch of pigs. I'd say Generate Orb is interesting, but okay, never mind. That's also fine, I guess. We really want to go to the left here because it means not skipping out on a fight. That obviously hasn't changed at all. It would have been kind of nice if the navigation was made easier, and then one of the Cruciball levels was, oh, navigation is harder than before, and then it just made it normal. Okay. I actually do kind of want to go down the pits when I'm gathering coins after a battle, because that means I don't take the damage and I get more shots at coins. Now, fun fact about this guy, which I did not know before, I don't think, any status effects applied to the glob will apply to all slimes spawned, which is very effective for something like transparency or Bramble. Now, Generator being a 2-4 instead of a 1-2 is nice. Thank you, Spinventor originality. It's Friday. I imagine you'll be coming back later today relative to yourself. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Give me just one moment. It's Friday. I imagine you'll be coming back later today relative to yourself. Yes. For Taiji finale, I have to be right back. Oh no. What are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. Put that back up. There we go. I don't know why that likes to move. It's a little irritating. Anyway, I have to be right back. I have to check on something. Alright, all is probably well. I would not say finale. I estimated 10 streams last time. That you did. But we're also one step away from what I assume is the end of the game. So, plan is to do the mansion and then do the finale. The very end, however long that would take. I don't expect the mansion itself will be an absurd amount of time, and it won't be the last Taiji stream ever. It will just be the last Taiji stream for... That marks it as a series. I will be returning to it from time to time whenever I feel like I need a one-off stream. Oh, we're gonna go into that place in the basement and solve a lot of puzzles. Or hopefully solve a lot of puzzles. Anyway. Activated refresh also triggers a crit. I like Pocket Watch. We're gonna take Pocket Watch. And we're gonna head to the left here. And I can't hit both shops, so... I'm gonna try to go for the later shop then, I suppose. And it doesn't matter which way I go here if I'm going for the later shop, so I'm going to try, and it didn't work. That's fine. It's very hard to make that work if you don't have two very specific relics. Let's crit this. And take them both out. Yeah, that's not hard. Okay, they're both going to die beforehand anyway. That's fine. That's fine. Get that. Drop it down the middle, get a bunch of coins, but I'm gonna need to chip away at the sides as well. So I can actually go where I want to go, specifically to the left here. Pop that. Grab some more coins from over there. Yeah. Maybe we can bounce it up into that. Excellent. Excellent. And last go. Grab as many coins as you can. That one? Okay. Jolly good. I'm gonna save up. I'm just gonna save up as much as I can. And just strictly speaking, I suppose it doesn't matter that much if I accidentally went to the shop. Oh, hello. Upgrade Ball Lightning, because then Ball Lightning will catch more coin picks. Okay, what do we got? We've got an Assemball sector. We've got... what is that? Whenever pegs are refreshed, they're upgraded +1. That's pretty dang good. And we can get both that and the sector, so I am going to... Do I put one of the other ones instead? No, that's good, that's good. Blast sector and refresh perspective. And then I guess it doesn't matter so much which way I go here, so let's head this way. Get some more coins so that we can... Although, hang on, I think shops were restricted from being the first 3 nodes in any floor. I'm pretty sure that was in the patch notes. A fair W cheese, it's used for an exploit. I am fully aware. That's what I used to get all the way up to Cruciball 15 before I started streaming the game. And I figured people aren't gonna want to see me try to cheese that out, so... I just, didn't do any of that anymore. I technically want to hit as many of these 1 pegs as possible so I can refresh and turn them into 2 pegs. Like that. Excellent. Voltorbgeist is nice too. But if I get too strong, battles will end too early without getting too many coins. So I'm gonna say no to that. Hello? I wouldn't mind a generator upgrade. Nice, nice. Alright, Mole. What have you got for me? I think I want to refresh as many times as possible. Refresh as much as I can so that as many pegs as I can get upgraded. Oh yeah, get all of those. Nice. No, that didn't work. I believe Generator actually has synergy with, yeah, upgraded pegs. This is gonna destroy Avogadro. Avogadro? Forget. Blech. Alright. Potion Vault. Also good for collecting a lot of coins. I'll take it. Boards contain one less. Refresh, not interested in that. All attacks have -4/-4, but every peg activated gets upgraded. You know, I think this would be a good synergy for it. We'll head the way with a shop. Yeah. And then left along the bottom. Oh, anti-synergy with Pocket Watch, though. I want to... Okay, Splash Orb is 0-4. Peballs are 0-0 in the base form. Ball Lightning is pretty bad. Potion Vault doesn't matter because it's already 0-0. And will never deal any damage. Generator, however. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Get a crit. Nice. And now hit everyone with an absurd amount of damage. Excellent. Oh, that's good. That's a good combo. Very powerful, but it takes a little while to set up. I think I'm happy with that. 1-6. Still 0-0. That can be turned into a 0-4. Ah, mouse is being funky. I'm gonna save up for that shop that's coming up soon, though. Could get something real good out of it. Upgrade, remove, upgrade, remove. Remove. Pebball. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that, because this is going to be a pretty cruddy shot, and then I'm going to take a bunch of damage. Yeah. Okay, hit the refresh, upgrade all of those pigs again. Ow. Hit everything with an absurd amount of damage. Never mind, it's not that absurd. Ouch, ouch. Okay. Hit all of the pigs, please. Good. Rebound into the refresh. Do you think I can make it? Hey, it works. Okay, good stuff. Continue. And head to the shop. No sectorbs. Flying enemies taking more damage is nice. And the board refreshing more is nice too. And just in case, I'm going to save that cash because we might run into another shop like that one, which I was evidently not paying enough attention to whatsoever. Maybe should not have bought so much. Restore is 0-2, which is nice that it's actually racking up some damage from pocket watch here. Generate orb me. And because the pegs it hits will get upgraded right away, that will automatically alter the number of pegs activated by it. I should upgrade Potion Bolt at some point so that it will hit more stuff more quickly. Although this does mean that I'll be hitting less pegs in post-battle navigation. And therefore healing less. Aha! Sectorb! Upgrade Sectorb is quite nice. Increases max health by 15. Number of times you lost health last turn. Immune to attack damage while reloading. I'm going to... increase my max health because that feels worth it, and hopefully... I mean, hopefully this is a shop, but hopefully it has exactly one Sectorb in it. Okay, duplicate a random orb. Restore level 3 has been duplicated. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna head to this elite fight and hopefully not die. First time chat from Gumstitch. I have such a love-hate relationship with this game. I feel you. It's... something else at high Cruciball levels. But we're playing at low Cruciball right now in the hopes of getting a full Assemball. Now, this guy might be trouble. Could legitimately be problematic. I can do large chunks of damage, but it takes a little while to set up. I adore it, but it's also infuriating. I feel that. I feel that. The bomb sound might have been adjusted slightly. Hopefully it has. Okay, please hit that. Refresh. Thank you. Very nice. Wait a minute. I thought the restore was... Why was the restore... additional stats there? I swear the restore said 0-2. Did something else give me... Yes! Slime Sectorb! Nice. I'm gonna add another multi-ball to that. Every shot is crit, in fact, left 50% health. Sounds good. Bomb supply, Spinfection 1. I'm gonna take Knife's Edge. I'm thinking, would it be more worth it to go for more shops or more worth it to go for a ton of fights for post-battle stuff? Leave. I don't care for that. Although, oh, but I have the shoes. I should have taken the chip. Move an orb. Get rid of a Pebble. Now, this guy might be a little troublesome. But I will get 2 Restorbs off right now. Oh dear. Oh, it didn't fire, so it doesn't count. There we go. That one will count. This is not great. Please apply a bunch of healing slime. This might be the end of me. Heal me for a ton. Excellent. Oh, that's so good. I think we down here, no gain, all pain. Not today. Well, it would have been nice to actually hit something in there. Something of note. More healing slime, please. Yes! Holy cow, this is coming in clutch. Okay. And now, rack up a ton of damage. Lovely. Ooh, and I got the card. Castle Janitor. I do need to fill out the bestiary. That's another thing that would be worthwhile going in, even on the low Cruciball levels, for the sake of fleshing that out more. Let's apply more slime. Let's apply more slime. And all attacks get +2/+2, but you have -1 orb discards. I'm fine with that, honestly. All orbs get morbid, but boards contain half as many refreshes rounded down. Where are my fellow doubters? Doodles. All orbs get morbid would be crazy good for glorious suffering. And I think that's entirely warranted. Half as many refreshes rounded down takes me to 1 refresh, I think. If I'm keeping track adequately. Okay, let's have a look at this mess of a map. Two fights and an elite in there. Shop there. Or I could go for the 2 elites there instead. I'm going to follow this trail of fights into that shop, into that elite. Lovely. That sound does make me worry about the degree to which the bomb sound has been adjusted. Because that did not sound very well adjusted. Oh, another slime sector. I mean, I don't need another slime sector. Sure, I'll make it a 0-4. 0-4? No, that's not right. I think it must be some funky interaction going on there, showing me inaccurate numbers. Walls of the section. Randomly move half of your orbs. No, bad idea. I'll take a mirror orb. That'll be helpful, particularly if I get a couple of Particularly if I get a couple of potion bolts in a row. It looks like it copied ball lightning. Alright. Get in there, destroy everything. Morbid isn't great with the slides, I guess. That makes sense. At least not on the first shot. Another potion bolt. What's your best ante in Balatro? I have gotten all the way up to, I believe, ante 13 on stream. I don't think I've gotten higher on or off stream. That's quite the run. You can check the VOD. Now, my upgraded pegs aren't going to do a lot against this guy, but the Morbid will. And I do still want to get as many coins as possible, naturally. Generator orb has been copied, so let's make more generator pegs. And then... ah-ha-ha, destroyed. Okay, let's see if we can't get to the Miniboss. Miniboss, here we go. Okay, this isn't so bad. Upgrade a ton of pegs right off the bat with potion bolts. Ball lightning was duplicated. Let's skip it and go directly to the restore. Okay. I want you to hit the refresh, please. Okay, that's fine. This is gonna hit everything. That's still fine. Doesn't matter so much. As long as it's hitting pegs with Morbid. That's not helpful. There we go. That one got a refresh in. Ah, that's very good. There's still more. Okay. Potion ball to everything. Heal that right up. And generate orb. Okay. Blast sector orb again. We'll get everything left. Lovely. Alright. Continue. Collected pegs contribute to, or collected gold contributes to damage. That's not so good, because the first time it hits something, it's not going to do anything. Intentional elbow is quite good, so we'll just take that. It does not matter which way I go here. So let's use it to heal up. Okay, and we're going down to the shop. Full bombs. Kablooey. I'll be firing off the restorbs. Cool. And inching closer to the blast sector, although it looks like that won't matter. Cool. Moving on. We're headed to the shop. Whatever you got for me. I'll take that, and I'll take that. That's going to be quite good. And sure. And that. Trying to Google for Balatro and horribly misspelling it, I came upon a wiki page for a Croatian footballer, Ante Batarelo. That is horribly misspelled, wow. Although I can't imagine Google helped much there. Unsteal additional damage. Another relic. Okay. Attacks gain extra crit damage for every crit on the board. That's good. Ball lightning is a 0-4. Cool. Although, is it going to be a 0-4 or is it a 0-3 now that it's hit a crit and removed it from the board? I'm not sure. Seems to be working as I expected. Well, it's not what I typed. It just turned out to be closer, seemingly. I see. Yeah, no. Like I said, Google likely did not help much. Research points. Cool. Hero's backpack is not helpful. That is. That is very helpful. Yeah, Anti-13 is great. I'd say it was. It was quite the run. Dang. Whenever slime is applied, it gets upgraded. +5. I have to remember to let Restore hit something so that it will actually fire, so that I will actually get the health from it. Double potion vault. Thank you, Mirror Orb. Necromancer. More peg upgrades. Orbsium would also be good for that, I believe. I'm gonna keep going. Saving my coins for this one last shot. Oh boy. It's gonna be a bunch of bombs. Close your ears, everyone. More bombs. Goodbye. Here's what I'm gonna do. Well, that's gonna kill the front guy anyway. But if it hadn't hit a red bomb, I would have gotten the second one, and then the first one would have been targeted again, and it would have died to poison damage. Well. Oh well, that's how it goes. Every 4 shots starts with a multi-ball. Cool. This is gonna be my first dragon fight. Like, dragon fight period, because Whew. There goes the damage sound. Because I have not gotten to 3rd level that often. While I was doing the highest Cruciball I can. You know, I definitely saw something about the pegboard changing between shots, I feel like. Oh! Oh! When you get hit, the pegboard shuffles around. Got it. I mean, specifically smacked. Multi-ball straight up. Heal me for a bunch. Just as you say it? Yeah, just as I said it. Way to make me look the fool. I also saw notes about refreshes and crits not spawning below the bumper line, which is nice. Whew! This is gonna be the end of the dragon. That's the power of multi-ball. Alright, cool. Oh, hang on. There was one other thing that I wanted to try. No, it's not in here, but I do have to check you out in the bestiary. The Saurosis. You may want to bring your own refreshed solutions in case they get buried. That's a good call. Invisible Minion and Invisible Miniboss are no longer next to each other. It's kind of funny. I definitely got one of your loots. Oh, yeah, no, it's there. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Oh. Castle Janitor card. Nice. Mulching crystals into the soil of these plants is a fascinating advancement in the field of pegriculture. That's it, you just won. Where's the drama? Where's the stress hanging by a thread from Lost? Yeah, we'll have to check out the Cruciball attempts for that. Their domestication is impressive. The knights who tend to them also tend to go missing somewhat frequently. Oh no! Oh, hang on, that one also went above. Night knights with a knack for magic have the opportunity to train to become light knights. Now, the magical oaths originally included doing no harm. These were omitted to account for the precarious situation that the knights find themselves in. Oh, nope, that's not good. Didn't need to do that. That's not supposed to have happened. Oh no, why did... Ah. Okay, hang on. 36 pixels. Don't adjust that on accident, me. That's not how it's supposed to be. Oop. Mind the flashing. Still 1 pixel off. No. There we go. Okay. Fixed. Okay. Oh, but I got the elite slime glob to 1000 as well, and the old growth venom bat trap off stream. Oh, regular venom bat trap. These are the first stationary enemies to be added to the game, the first long-range enemies, and the first enemies who charge up before firing. Their introduction was a large step towards the depth that the current game offers compared to the original prototype. Ooh. Yes! The reason that slime babs were originally swords is that they were duplicated from the knight enemies in the original prototype. Every enemy actually still has a hidden sword object attached to it. Alright, that's pretty funny. One of the things I wanted to do was do a custom start. Relics. Secret relics. Oh, I got the crystal catalyst off stream. I think that's the only new one. Secret relics. Aliens Rock. Was win with the Aliens Rock at some point. Torn Sash. I got that off stream. But then there's these two here. One of them, I think, I was told you get from winning a run with the Oh My Gorb. And then the other one was for putting in a seed of all purple, which is peculiar. Yeah, purple. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apply. And I guess we'll see what that's about. Because I have no idea what it does. It won't do anything for achievements, but I'll just go in and see what happens. Would you like a boost? Miniboss Meetup. Every node is a mini-boss. Oh no. Oh, good lord. Oh, and it's set to the highest level Cruciball it can manage because I didn't adjust that. Oh, good. Oh, no. This is so bad. Oh no, and that's not even gonna hit the crit now. Oh, stupid. Well, here's to some good old suffering. Yeah, I guess we'll see how far this run can go. That is, to insinuate, likely incorrectly, that it will get past this first fight. Okay, bounce back this way. Good. Good. Wish I'd sunk that into something with a little more health, but... Yeah, you're not going anywhere with that, are you? Okay, big ball. Please hit the... Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Just gotta... hope, I guess. Get the stuff out of the way first. There we go. Are you serious? How can they be so bouncy sometimes and so useless other times? Yeah, this isn't happening. I don't have the capability to survive long enough. Yep, didn't even hit the crit. Goodbye. Okay, well, that's a secret relic unlocked. Holy cow. That's horrible. What happens if you put that on... and nothing else? Yep, still achievements disabled. Okay. Okay. New game. Never mind. Cancel. Let's go to... right back to Spinventor. Cruciball off. Play again. We're going to try another time. Bombs deal more damage. Sure. Well, hello, Betsy. And then after this attempt, that'll likely be it. For now. But there will be more in the future. Probably not as much as before. I do want to swap it out for... Nice. I do want to swap it out for other achievement hunt games and another series, maybe two, after regardless. But yeah, it'll still be in the achievement hunt rotation, just won't be quite as often. I wanted to get in a good word for the game now. Because I felt bad kind of trash talking it so much when I was having a hard time with high Cruciball. And I didn't know when I was next going to... Holy cow, I don't think I've ever gotten so close. Ooh. Yes, please, please. Yes! Crit Sector. Splat Orb has been duplicated. Cool. I'm gonna try to go to the shop. If there's a sector orb, I think I can get it. There is no sector orb. You trying to complete the sector orb? Yep, that's the plan. That's been the plan since the start of the stream. I think I mentioned it a couple of times. I'm surprised you did not notice, given how... given how much I was talking about it. But, you know, I am one to miss details, too. Anyhow, I don't think I'll get a good opportunity to stream this again for a little while because I don't know what's happening. Oh, another crit sector orb. Well, that's not gonna work out well for me now, is it? Let's upgrade Swoltorb. I don't know what the upcoming couple of weeks will look like because my D&D is kind of coming to a tight spot. I don't know how many streams I'll get in, that is to say. I really hope I get in close to the regular amount. Particularly after taking a week off for last session. It would be a little annoying if I could manage that. But I'm not going to beat myself up too much about it. However, the weekend streams are all accounted for. Friday is Taiji, as mentioned previously. You're the DM? Yes. Yes, I am. Friday is Taiji, and Tuesday, I want to say. I think Tuesday is the start of the next Multiversus season, so I'll be doing that, and then from Multiversus moving forward, I believe I'll be streaming at the start of each season, and then that'll be it. I'll take a Poltorb, guys. Alright, that's fine. Safety net is fine. Toss me that way. Yeah, start me with more gold. I want to get more gold. Could have gone to the shop, maybe. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. It refreshed, so it got stuck in there, nice. And easy, and hit the bomb directly underneath it. With no complications whatsoever. That was precisely what I was hoping for. Toss it this way, get in where all these coins are. Maybe get a bunch of them. Cool. Crit sector orb. Holy cow. Collateral ball damage, huh? Nah. Upgrade pulled up Geist. And send me that way. This thing is gonna get destroyed. I've got Poltorb Geist, and it's gonna wreck everything that it tries to toss at me. There's one crit. Where's the other? It must be having that problem. You're gonna drip, so I'm just gonna focus on these guys now because I'm pretty sure I can take them all out before too much trouble arises. Never mind. They're all gone. Every last one of them. Such a shame. Goodbye. Maybe I should restart until I get the Eye of Turtle right off the bat, because that would be something else. Torn Sash is pretty good now that it... Or, Focus Sash is pretty good now that it turns into Torn Sash. And Torn Sash reduces incoming damage by a certain percent. Toss that way. Hooray, gaming the system. Yeah, I really should do the... start with Eye of Turtle thing. If I don't get Assemball now, and I doubt I will, then I think before next time, I will start a run, restart a run, and continue to restart the run until I start with Eye of Turtle. And then I will pause the run right at the beginning and then start that run. Because that will be the one with the highest odds of actually getting what I want. That seems reasonable. Oh, you know, I should have taken Concentrication to deal with Betsy, actually. It feels like it would be particularly good at dealing with the vined pegs. Those things are horrid. They show up all over the place, make the entire pegboard awful to deal with. I don't like fighting this boss in its current state. And that's saying something because Betsy got nerfed going into the first release of the game. So are you playing a module or is it your own world? It's my own world and it's actually my own system. It's technically not D&D. I just can't legally say that it's not D&D. But I don't think I can say that it's legally D&D either. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. I also can't monetize it, which is why I have not been streaming any D&D preparation. With that said, allow me to plug my art streams, which are definitely, absolutely not D&D preparation. Yeah, made my own system. It's intended to be as straightforward to learn as possible. I have mixed feelings in regards to how I feel that I've accomplished that. I'm not sure whether or not I should call that a success. Got the card, that's nice. That's a lot of interesting words you're saying. Well, thank you for thinking I'm interesting. I appreciate it. But, yeah. We're going left. I should have another good way to refresh a lot, aside from simply hitting a ton of refresh pigs. Something like Ocean Bolt would be good at that, because it hits a ton of stuff. But this seemed like the best option, seeing as it's going to heal me a lot. And I'd say it's working fairly well. I'm not sure how I feel in regards to whether or not I've succeeded in making it easier to understand and just sort of pick up and play. I'd say it's okay for that, but maybe not the best for that. Maybe I didn't quite hit my my intended goal in that regard. But it's fine. It's fine. It works fine for the people that I'm running it for, and that's all that's necessary for now. And I'll work on it further if it needs it. Admittedly, a lot of my resources in regards to that have been going into the sessions themselves and not the system as of late, because I've kind of felt a pressure to make things grander and more interesting and more involved as the campaign has gone along. And that's... I have mixed feelings about that, too. I have clearly succeeded in some respects, but then I end up with a session that has scope creep, and I don't end up finishing it for months, which is really annoying to me. Why did you decide to make your own system? That's a good question. In part because I didn't have access to any official materials, in part because I wanted something that would be easier to understand from a sort of a baseline level, and in part just because I was very interested by the prospect. It was intriguing to me, the idea that I would be capable of doing that. I'll do my best to sort of describe the concept of it, if you want to hear about that. Sorry for splitting my attention. I'm not quite at the point where I'm just steamrolling everything. And the current state of the Assemball has me worried that I'm not going to get even close to managing that. Which sucks. But, yeah, I'll do my best to answer satisfactorily. Hey, timed it perfectly. This should destroy it all. Yeah, never mind. The bomb works, too. The amount of refreshes I'm getting out of this is pretty good. Maybe a peak level rub orb would be handy as well in regards to hitting a ton of stuff. More rubber slime is good too. Bouncers contribute to damage. Intriguing. I wonder how applicable that will be. Alright, Albite systems, what about them? Okay, cool. Thanks for the excuse to ramble on. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And move on from there. So the basic premise is, if you're familiar with regular D&D, they have a set of 6 attributes: strength, charisma, and so forth. I mean, it's your stream. It's not like you need an excuse. Oh. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Either way, I'm happy for it. Strength, charisma, and the others, you know. And I settled on taking that from 6 all the way down to 2. Characters have, instead, health points, stamina points, and focus points. Stamina points and focus points can go up and down like health points, and they have an effect on how the players interact with the world. Please go to the Miniboss. Is there any point at which I get a straight shot through there? Yes! Alright. Okay, this is fine. The stamina and focus then are tied to the, I call them tertiary stats. Primary stats are HP, SP for stamina points, and FP for focus points. Secondary stats are the armor class and the speed. And then tertiary stats are everything else. Bluff checks, knowledge checks, craft checks. If you want to roll a strength check or a dexterity check, those are lumped in with the tertiary stats as well. But then each of those is tied to one of or both the primary stats. And then I think there's only a couple that don't come with a bonus from either. So, a player will get all of the primary stats upgraded as they level up, and they can also put points into the tertiary stats. So when they roll for a check, what they're doing is they're taking the d20 and then they're adding the bonus from the tertiary stat and 1/5 of their total associated primary stat. So if you have, and it's rounded up. So if you have 29 stamina points, then you get, it's rounded up to 30, so you get a total of a bonus of 6 to that. So let's say you're making a strength check, you have 2 in strength, you add the 6 to the 2, and then you add that to the d20 roll. Divinity Original Sin vibes, more or less. Is that so? Might have to look into that then. A part of that, actually, in turn, came from... Branding Monster. A part of that, in turn, came from the system I was using. Because very, very briefly, I ran a very basic, kind of confusing... I'll take the fight. Kind of confusing, sort of a Halloweenish session for a couple of friends a long time ago, and they were the ones that convinced me to try out Roll20. And so I used it, and I was like, oh, this has more than HP in here. This thing has 3 little circular segments above each token on the map, and those can be adjusted in turn. So why don't I make something that has a use for all of them? And then that was where the concept of HP, SP, and FP were born from. And then I, drastically compounded upon that idea when I started working on a fuller system. And I think I started out with 6 total classes. Well, it does have a system where you're putting points into specific stats in 3 categories, maybe not an equal comparison. It's certainly not the only bit of inspiration that I had. I actually drew some ideas from... Where's Summoning Circle? That's good, but... looking for... Ooh. I'm refreshing a lot. Sure. And I'll take a Summoning Circle, too. What was it? It was the Mario and Luigi series where you did a little roulette minigame on each level up to see if you got to add extra points to a specific stat that you were going for. Well, I thought that was pretty cool, so I figured, why don't I include some sort of a little stat minigame to go along with that for my thing. And it didn't quite work out, but eventually... what was it that ended up stemming from that? I forget. I didn't end up going with the little minigame idea, but I did have another thing that was sort of inspired by that train of thought. Where on level up, there would be one specific category that would get double the point growth. So let's say you get... At level 5, you start with 5 points to put into your tertiary stats, as you see fit. So you could put 1 into bluff, you could put 2 into stealth, and so on and so forth. And then when you level up, that increases further as well. So by the time you're level 20, you'd be putting 20 points into each tertiary stat. Something like that. But if you put 1 point into stealth and that was your bonus modifier, it would translate to 2 points. So you could spend 4 points on something else and 1 point on stealth, and that 1 point on stealth would be doubled. And then I tied that to what species you were playing as. And then the class would determine a bunch of other things, like, for example, which of the primary stats would level up the fastest. So each of the different interesting combinations would have fascinating consequences. And I have one player who's kind of pushing that to extremes by picking probably the single most SP-focused class, and species that gained a defensive bonus based on how high the SP bonus was. That would actually drastically alter the board, like, considerably. But consuming Chalice would be a very minimal loss for the sake of enhanced crit damage on everything. So I think this is a good time for consuming Chalice. Yeah, he became an absolute stamina tank. Nothing can even touch him anymore. So... if anything is to have any hope of actually hitting this guy, it's got to have a pretty dang big focus bonus. Because focus attacks would be things like a bow and arrow, or research points, or some high-skill weapon like a rapier. Or a fencing foil, or other assorted similar things. Daggers can be used with either a focus or a stamina attack. And then, depending on what class you are and which one you've raised more, that will alter what you intend to actually... which stat you intend to actually use for those attacks. That also makes the dagger a good starting weapon, regardless of the class, which is something I use to, I'd say probably adequate effect. I started with 6 possible classes. Bruiser, Bolter, Wizard, Kinetomancer, Shapeshifter, and hang on, 2 stamina classes. Assassin. That was the other one. Refurbisher. Probably wouldn't be bad. I'm just going to move on, though. Let's go for as many fights as possible. No Eye of Turtle to help out, but I think it's a lost cause at this point. Anyhow. So, I'm just kind of shooting and talking. Anyhow. But yeah, he's playing a Bolter, and the Bolter moves fast and actually can move... is hanging by your hands a stamina, literal strength, or focus, because you need to breathe check. Hanging by your hands, I'd say would probably be strength, but you could add... if you are going for something specific, you might be able to add something else as well. So, for example... it wasn't initially like this, but I ended up settling on it. Dwarf has a bonus to specifically, what is it? There was... oh, goodness gracious. So I guess the number of refreshes is based on the number of refreshes you have access to total. Which makes this fight less bad if you have the leaf. But it's really, really annoying, particularly if you're at a higher Cruciball, and you end up only having 1 refresh here. Dang, that stinks. Anyway, where was I? Certain things like that, they would allow you to add multiple bonuses to it. Such as, for example, if you're using, if you're using a, oh no, I had an example already. It was use device and disable device were 2 different ones, but knowledge of magic would then get added to that score if you were specifically trying to use a magic device. Yeah, it's fine. Grants balance, that's probably for the best. Let's head down to the fight. And then some specific checks would be either or. So, for example, you could use... one of them was response. So it was sort of a reaction type thing. You could use either focus or stamina for that check. And depending on which one you used, it would flavor how you actually managed it. Such as, so if you were focusing incredibly hard on an incoming attack, and you specifically used a response check to get out of the way in time, then it would be a matter of paying close attention to a tell, for example. And then that might allow you to get out of the way. But if you rolled with the stamina bonus to evade the attack, then you could say it was a sort of an instinctual thing, that you let your body guide you, and you... you felt the flow of battle and managed to get out of the way in time in that instance. So I imagine anything pertaining to memory, for example, lore is a focus check. Correct. Another thing that I did was the blank checks. So, craft blank, knowledge blank. I let my players spend extra points on a specialization. For example, one of my players has knowledge liquids, which does pertain to their class and their background. But then they get double the bonus for knowledge liquids when they are actually using it pertaining to liquids. And they get a little bonus for when they are using it in order to assess something else. So if they're trying to analyze a slime monster, for example, they might get a little bonus from the knowledge liquids. But if they are assessing a fermented beverage, for example, which would be in accordance to what this particular character likes to do, then they would get another bonus on top of that, based on the same number. A craft... let's see. If someone had points that they put into craft whittle, for example, they would get an added bonus for something they intended to whittle. But then they would get a smaller bonus because that knowledge would pertain to something in the veins of another means of woodworking. Performance checks. That's another one that's a blank check. One of my players actually has stuff in performance mime. I'm pretty sure they got it from a book that I gave them as a gag item. But it'll be very interesting indeed to see if they end up doing something with that. Performance mime, M-I-M-E, as in pantomime. Alright, ball lightning is gonna wreck that guy. I'm starting to ramble a little bit, I think. I don't imagine you let them make invisible boxes. No, not literally. It's just a performance. However, I'd say maybe a bard with stats and performance mime could cast a spell like that. That would make sense as a bard type spell, based on the system I'm running. bards in my system are frankly a little bit silly. They get things like cast Purple Rain, which would cause a poison cloud to rain down on a large area and debuff a bunch of enemies. Stuff like that. I maybe have a little bit too much fun with the Bard class. Oh, hey. Finally, a second Sectorb. Yeah, and I guess I'll take Two's company. Ring of Pain was massively upgraded. It's very good. I'm taking Echo Chamber, though. Do you have, like, a document? I have a folder full of documents, and all of them are incredibly long. I've got... let's see. First it was 6, then I doubled it to 12, and then I added another 4 or 5 classes on top of that. So I have a bunch of classes now. And I've been adding on top of the playable species as well, so... that's kind of out of control at this point. And I've been adding more status effects as I see fit. Still not gonna upgrade the Pebbles. Based on whatever I need at the moment. One of the ones that I added on pretty early was Candied, which slows you down and does more damage from other Candied attacks, based on how many stacks of Candied you have. So let's say you have 2 stacks of Candied on you, you're slowed by 1 space a turn, and each subsequent attack that would deal Candied also does an additional 1 damage. Well, there goes simplifying. At its core, I'd say it's still easy to understand in that regard. But yeah, that's why I said I kind of have mixed feelings about how it turned out. I love it. I wouldn't, I probably wouldn't change anything about how I got to where I am today. Except maybe I'd pay more attention to the classes that haven't been getting as much love from updates and stuff. But oh, well, there's Upgrade Sector. Huh. But I probably wouldn't change much. No, sure, I'll enter the tear. Let's see how we wreck a forest boss. It'd probably still be fairly easy for someone who's new to maybe even the genre to pick up and play with just a little bit of explanation. And that's what I was going for ultimately. If I could get someone in to test that theory, that would make me happy. And holy cow, I got the card again. That was not supposed to be possible, I thought. Maybe that's just the first time I've seen it happen? That'd be a little surprising. Interesting that it didn't give me boss relics. But good to know. I thought they did. I guess that might have been changed. Gotta be careful with those red bombs. They're gonna be good for getting the little guys out of the way, but they also power up the big guy. Not that I can see where they are exactly at the moment. wouldn't at all mind going down that pumpkin hole. Didn't happen. Oh well. Alright, let's get some pegs upgraded. Oh, that's strange. Did that not melt? That's the damage reduction. No, it did melt. Huh. I looked to the other one and it didn't look as though it went away, but I guess I must have been just seeing things. Or maybe it didn't update very quickly. Oh, the refreshers are hiding behind the boxes now. Keep powering up, he's gonna keep doing a bunch of damage to me. Yeah, there we go. Goodbye, Super Sapper. Okay, I guess before next Peglin stream, whenever that is, I'll do my best to get Eye of Turtle. Let's have a look at the bestiary. Maybe we've completed something? No? Okay. Not gonna game the system. I'll do it off camera to acquire the particular item I'm looking for, and then once I've done that, then I'll stream that attempt, and then probably just go into Cruciball grinding. Loot looks identical, which I guess makes sense. Oh, hang on. I didn't see that before. I guess it's a jar of spores. Yep, I am gonna kind of game the system, but not on stream. Not on stream. Not right now. I'm gonna head to bed, actually. Oh, goodness, it's quite late. Quite late for me. See you next time for Taiji, if we're talking about the next stream in general, and next time for Peglin, more achievement hunting. Looking forward to that. I think we're probably, for the sake of achievement hunt, going to pull up Balatro again. Start going for those challenge runs. The Balatro series may have come to a close, but I do still have every deck to get to Gold Stake and every challenge run. So I'll be doing that over, I don't know how long, but it'll be around for a while, I imagine. I will probably revisit it for a few streams in a row when the next big content update comes out. Same thing with Peglin. But until then, have a good night, everybody. Have a good night, everybody. or, you know, whatever time the case may be. So, yep,